Hi Divine Rebels, Bohemia with Bohemian Stars and Ocean Heart readings over here, and today we are doing another new reading. This one, as you can see from the title, is What Do You Mean to Them? This could be romantic or not romantic, with whoever you feel that you want to clarify the relationship with, or maybe not even necessarily clarify the relationship, but just get a little more detailed response to the space they hold for you internally. Doesn't mean that they're acting on certain things or any of that. It's just kind of what space do you hold for them, or do they hold for you? For you in their life, in their heart, in their mind, their spirit. You can also check for yourself, because sometimes we don't really know what someone means to us, and then afterwards we're like, well, damn. Pisces, Aquarius, okay, can we be honest? Gemini. Sometimes it takes a little bit, and then you're like, whoa, they do mean such and such to me, I didn't even know. So go ahead and pick a pile for yourself to see how, like, what they mean to you too, if you are not having clarity on that, or if you want an honest take on that. We have 4 options. I left the piles a little messy. I didn't put like the biggest card on top, so you can get a little intuitive dig into the energies there. Number 1, we have this, oop, don't fly off. We have this blue bottle. See if I can get the light on it, but it's like, a little blue potion bottle. Number 2, we have the butterfly, like a peach butterfly. Number 3, we have the Black Panther. And number 4, we have this Moonstone pregnancy pendant. Yes. So, number 1, the blue potion bottle. 2, peach butterfly. 3, Black Panther. And 4, Moonstone pregnancy pendant, Moonstone pendant. People will be like, I'm picking that one. She said pregnancy. Yeah, so go ahead, comment down below your choices that you picked. If you'd like to share, timestamps will be down below, as well as the decks that we used and other information. Feel free to book a personal reading. That information will also be down below. And please like, share, subscribe, and comment how you like this reading. Excuse me, how's your day going? When are you watching this? Let us know what's going on with you, Divine Rebels. Okay, drop a sparkle emoji and a fist pump emoji. Those are our Divine Rebels signature here, okay? And we're going to get into this reading. So let me pull these to the side. I hope y'all are doing well. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Okay, for those of you that chose number 1, we have the blue potion bottle here. What do you mean to them? We have Mercury. Oops, slide. It's a little humid today, even with the air on. We have Scorpio. We have the 11th house. We have Patience. Someone's like, throws their popcorn. Don't you hate when that word comes up sometimes? Oh, trying us. Blessings. We have La Llorona. Oh, it's 5 of Cups, 5 of water. We have Trust reversed, and that's from the healing suit. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. And we have the Soulmate card, and I want you guys to be able to see the picture. So I'll leave a picture up for a bit so you can see that, and then we'll read it, the back of it. Okay. All right. So what do you mean to them? This one is very interesting. There is a soul connection here, but there's also this thing where there's a big friendship soul group energy with your connection with Mercury in the 11th house here. And I feel like you mean you mean a lot to them. You're dear to them with the blessings energy. Their spirit is really connected to your spirit a lot. But there's some trust that has been lost and some sadness that is there sometimes. And the need to wait. I'm seeing delayed communication. You might go in and out of communication with this person. So you guys really have that feeling where in your relationship where no matter what happens, you feel like you'll always be connected. There's always going to be a part of your guys' spirits that see each other well, or at least this person, what you mean to them. They will always wish you well. They will always hope and dream the best for you. There will always be a part of them that wants to take you back and get back in communication with you, no matter how long it's been or what has happened, even when they're feeling sad or jaded, or like there's been some trust loss. They still can't help it, maybe even to their own frustration sometimes, that they just want to bless you. They see you as a blessing. They see everything with you guys. There's that feeling that, oh, if we could just talk it out, or if we just give it time, then we'll be able to come back together and connect and be on a good vibration with each other. Now, I do see with this group, there could be the energy of, like, do you know when you really, really have love for someone, but one person keeps wanting to push the relationship into something else, and you're like, man, this is so good. Like, we have such a good friend vibe. Like, it's a little unfair to try to push it into anything else. I feel that with this relationship, they might love their connection with you so much that they don't always want to push it or rush it to the next level. So even if you're dating or married, you can be like, dang, are you my partner or my friend? Like, because they value that so much that they're not really wanting to risk that part of things. They might want to always go back to reestablishing the friendship of things, because that's how your spirits really connect with each other. Even a sibling kind of vibe is there. So, and it's in an intense way. Like, for instance, if you guys were only friends, people would be like, you're friends, but are you dating friends? I saw this meme last night, and it was like, is your best friend even your best friend if people don't think you're secretly lesbians? Which, apply whatever gender applies, but it's that kind of vibe. So even if you are friends, there could be that more intimate vibe. But I don't see, if you're just friends and you're reading for your friend, I don't see that they're like secretly in love with you. I think that they just love that deep, intimate friendship, almost like you're the twins or something, or almost like you're, and I don't mean twin flames, because I know someone's going to jump on that. Wait for it. Like siblings. Actually, I see that being one of the things that could be an issue and cause delays or separations, is if one person is trying to push like what type of soulmates they want to be on it, or you have to be my twin flame, and kind of feeling like all betrayed because this person won't go to the level that you'll be on. I did get that big when I was pulling these cards, and really channeled that in. Is I think a lot of us, probably most of us, have been in a position at some point in our life where you have someone that you feel is like such a good friend, and you love them so much that wants to, like, they have this entitlement to be in a romantic relationship with you, and it kind of ruins everything. And you're like stop, like, don't talk to our friends about it. Don't be putting all this on there. Like, you're not entitled. You don't own me, right? I hear You Don't Own Me by Joan Jett. So I'll put that in the description box too, the link to that song. But there's that feeling there where it's like, don't force what you think that you're entitled to just because you've had this amount of intimacy with me. Now, this person might do that to you. Some of you are watching, you're like, oh my God, this is what this person does to me. They push the boundary of intimacy. So if you don't have a very close friend relationship with this person, they could push it too much. With the Mercury energy, I get that a lot from people that have a ton of Mercury in their charts. Personally, for myself, people that have third house moons, people that have a lot of Gemini in their chart, or even Virgo, for some reason they do that to me sometimes, where there's a possessive and jealous energy they can have in friendships and stuff with me, and even a little beyond that. So this person could do that sometimes, but the biggest red flag that I got that causes these problems is if you are sitting here like, oh, twin flame, you're probably mad and done clicked off. If you're one of those who like obsess and wants to control the other person and feels entitled to claim them as your other half of your soul and put them in that box and not value the fact that they love you as a kindred spirit, or as someone in their soul group, and just let it be what it is. Okay, that's what causes trust to be broken. Because I feel like if you let things develop with this person and just allow them to love you and be connected with you in a healthy way without trying to steer the boat into, oh, this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want, then it's like they would look the cue Grenade by Bruno Mars, like they'll jump out the plane for you. It would be like this very good relationship. So someone in this union, like you mean so much to them, but someone in this union tends to try to push and go to a deeper level sometimes that is not healthy and leads some sadness there. And I think part of it is why I would look at your guys' North Node in your astrology, see what's going on in your 11th house, because that could be why this lifetime y'all might not be meant to be in a deep intimate relationship, because you want to correct for being a bit over obsessive and stuff in past relationships. So for some of you, you are asking about a sibling, about a friend, or you're trying to like heal things. Maybe y'all did go ahead and get married, but you're like, man, why is there this disconnect? We love each other so much, but what's going on? And it's because of that. You might discover that you have North Node in each other's 11th house or something. Like your spirits were really just trying to be friends. Okay, what's that song? If I can remember, I'll link it too. Trey Songs, I think it is, you know, we can't be friends or something like that. So let's look at this card. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So some of you do want to have this person in your life. You have separation right now. Overall, I think they see you well. Like I said, they love you even when you guys are having your differences, even when they have to have space. They also, again, they might be the person that overly sometimes pushes an intimate relationship, and you're like, look, I'm married, but I just want to be real good friends. I want to have you in my life. And so you guys might have breaks in silence and silent treatment each other, okay, when you are trying to deal with the fact that you love each other so freaking much. Oh, it does. You guys do have that feeling sometimes, like siblings, sometimes they love you so much that they like punch you or something, or like throw something at you. Siblings are weird, right? They love you so much they're gonna like steal your stuff and wear it. Oh my god, they love you so much. You guys get like that with each other sometimes. How you think, communicate, write, talk, and travel might be similar. This energy is intense, masterful, thoughtful, and magnetically charming, but also secretive and possessive. Okay, you guys might have even friend stalked each other before you like even, you know, romantic aside, you guys might be like, that's gonna be my friend. Oh, you're gonna be my best friend. Where the cosmos grants wishes, luck, friends, and social occasions. Okay, so try to give each other enough space wherever you have agreed to be in your relationship thing. Now, if you guys openly, without pressuring each other, do decide to try to maintain a deeper relationship, like a romantic parenting together or marriage, you'll just have to really remember to give each other that space, to always go back to your friendship roots. Some of you might have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, need a lot of freedom as much as you have this Scorpio possessive. I don't want you to have any other friends. You guys do need to be social together. You do need to also yeah, it's like I looked at this one, give me patience, they're talking to someone else again. I should be their only friend. You don't need friends, you dated me. All right, look, some of y'all just so dramatic. You about to cry because they talk to someone in the grocery store and try to make another friend, you know. So they see that with you. They also see when they do that and they're like, man, I'm being dramatic as hell just because they said they were texting someone else. Like, I need to calm down. But over here, way up, they feel blessed for your energy and they hold you as a blessing in their space. Yeah, I feel like just a little bit of freedom, a little bit of space in your relationship, and honoring each other's free will with that Mercury there. You have to honor what the other person decides, that the role that you guys can be in each other's life. But with that, you guys can heal some feelings of betrayal and mistrust in the past, and you'll always have this good feeling. They'll always, this is the type of person that when they see you doing well, getting your hopes, dreams, and wishes, they're gonna be blessing you up. They're gonna be in your corner, and they're gonna be so happy for you. So that is what I'm getting for what you mean to them and your relationship dynamic. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again soon on another one. Yes. Okay. Number 2s. Make sure I got the right pile, because I might have put these all in reverse. 4, 3, 2. Okay, there we go. Intermission. For those of you that chose number 2, which was the butterfly, a peach butterfly here. What do you mean to this person? We have Uranus. We have a Libra, Uranus and Libra. And we have it in the 9th house. I think anytime I do a mass reading, this 9th house wants to come out. We also have Sacred Journey reversed. We have a soulmate card, 2 soulmate cards in a row. We have, we'll see what type of soulmates, okay? We have the Moon card from traditional tarot. We have jealousy, problem. Look, some similar, some of y'all chose 1 and 2. We have the Hierophant reversed. And we have this card here with the yin yang on it, and it has these silver and blue colors on it, and a person whispering from behind, or maybe kissing from behind. Doesn't look like kissing intimately, but just, I don't know. I'm trying to describe it for those who don't have the visual. And the person behind is blue, and the person in front looks like maybe they're stopping crying, and they're kind of silvery. So I just felt to describe that. It says balance, so definitely Libra energy in this one. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that supports, both supports and challenges. And ooh, I see that. This is this rebel love energy. This is counterculture. This is revolutionary. This is saying F society. Okay, this, what you mean to this person is, you mean something outside the box to them. You guys could have different gender norms or religious differences where it's taboo. And I don't mean like, oh wow, like you're kind of a hippie, you're kind of mystical to me. No, I mean like this is like earth-shattering. This is like people from warring tribes that have completely different religions that attack each other coming together. There's something about your guys' dynamic that it really rocks the boat. Okay, y'all rock the boat together. We have this Moon card over here. Look at how her, like, you can see how she could be able to rock back and forth. Okay, some of you, this is tied to a third party situation, because over here we have jealousy, and look at, he's literally looking daggers at his partner right there. Look. Ooh. Okay, Uranus can show divorce, especially with the Hierophant reversed. So for some of you, you have broken up from this person. There's been dramatic divorce. You have been the homewrecker to their home, or they have been the homewrecker to you. There's all this kind of dynamic here. It's like this energy of this real world education going on. Okay, and it could be all in the name of this soulmate connection that's going on. And I just got, for some of you, you've been a friend of this person, but you still encourage them somehow to get a divorce or to do these earth-shattering things in their relationships. Maybe you encourage them like, no, just go out there and get you a sugar daddy, forget relationships, get out there, get yours. There could be all different dynamics. So it doesn't mean that you're in the relationship with them, but you can still be a third party to someone, right? For instance, people's parents often break up their relationships. So to that person, you might be this your Uranian energy to them, because I do see the mother card here. So some of you, if you're the mom reading for your adult kids, they might be like, look, you over here shaking up everything in my relationships, making me have to get divorced. Like, come on now, mom. Yes, but we have the sacred journey reversed. So you guys have this spiritual journey that you're on, but it's not in traditional ways. It's not about you're not following anyone else's prescribed soulmate path or connection. Some of you do have romantic energies and some of you do not, and that's the point. Some of you, I'm seeing you're letting go of the contract with the person, or this person has been letting go of the contract with you. Even if you have it, they're saying no, they break away from that. And some of you, they are, you might already know this because it's a big energy. They have fallen in love with you even though they were with somebody else, or they have made that move to separate. This would be separating from the person though. This wouldn't be like it's 20 years and you're still waiting for them. No, you would know, because with Uranus, boom, they're not going to be with that person anymore after a while. So there's this feeling of having respect for each other, of having a deep emotional, psychological connection with each other, definitely, of shaking things up. Like your guys' point with each other is more to make sure Uranus in the 9th house, like it's never going to be the same again. You're going to be the rebel. You're going to challenge society. You're going to challenge religious standards. You're going to challenge relationship standards here with Libra here. That's the whole thing. So you guys might get together, or this person might get together because you represent that to them. You might represent them rebelling in some way. You might represent something that to them seems like a higher spiritual mark, or how do I want to say this? Like, I don't know, people do that sometimes. Like they date someone who's outside their race or outside of the norm somehow, almost as a form of their rebellion. And there's that as well. There's emotional connection here, but there's this kind of like, I'm going to do what I want in relationships. If I want to break up my marriage and be with someone else, I'm going to do it. Like there's this rebellious energy that is stirred up, and you represent them for that, or represent that for them. Yeah, it's like a very if you guys turn this energy towards each other, that can be something that can get really reckless. Like we said, the daggers to this person here. Again, this is a relationship that needs a lot of space, because if you guys start doing this rebellious stuff to each other, man, you're going to go into that topsy-turvy part of the moon card. And I think that happens sometimes. The moon on your Uranus can make a person feel like, am I having a breakdown? What's going on? Like emotional outburst, irritation, frustration, get on each other's nerves. Ooh, you can work each other's nerves. Am I being free? Am I being enlightened? Or is everything just chaos right now? I don't even know. I've given up everything for this person. For what? For whom? For what is going on? So that's why it's saying a great relationship both supports and challenges, and you guys have to really make sure to hold on to that, because you tend to rock each other's boats somehow. Yeah, this relationship can have kind of a low vibe sometimes, but it's almost like that's how you guys get to feeling free at the same time with each other. You guys might have an open relationship. I am getting that. Although someone ends up being jealous with it, you guys might decide to, oh, let's have a break and see other people. Could definitely be a thing with you guys. And this person might always search for an open door in the relationship, or they might always be needing to like hit the next high or the next high mark in the relationship. Like the relationship has to be doing something. There has to be moving energy. This is not like we can sit at home and just chill on the couch. This is not like a Taurus Cancer like type of relationship. With the moon here, you guys might want that. There's not stability in this. This is rev you up, challenge you, break your head open, spiritual downloads, like go rebel in the world, like go be an activist. This kind of Uranus in the 9th house. Be on the road, decolonize and chill. I don't know about Netflix, but you guys want to get out here and decolonize and chill? You want to go rebel? Want to go chain ourselves to some equipment, save the environment and chill? Might destroy the family today. Don't know. Right? It's like that, screw your racist grandma. Like, that's the feeling that they have. So I think that this person is more than ready at, like, if something tries to challenge your guys' relationship from the outside, they would naturally rebel against it. It's more about you guys maintaining space and freedom for each other and having the support that was worth overcoming those challenges. You have to maintain that emotional connection. This person feels very spiritually connected with you. They feel very emotionally connected with you. They kind of look to you as the lightning bolt that comes. You're kind of the lightning to their thunder. Oh, that's sweet though. Storm Witch, I love that. All right, I'll connect Thunder, that song by Imagine Dragons, which is one that Baby Magic and I really like. She said boom boom. But yeah, it's that feeling of, if we're gonna do this, if we're gonna be friends, if we're gonna, I even see a deep friendship, because Uranus energy is Aquarian, just that holding hands, jumping into the fire together, going for it. We're going to have each other's back through the most chaotic situations. Even if we do mess up and go super low vibe sometimes, we're going to end up going high in the end. Sometimes it takes, punching a Nazi to bring freedom. Like, that's the kind of vibe, intensity that y'all have together. This is definitely a union that, if you're wanting it to be romantic, they say when people are really meant to be together on that higher soul vibe, if they're meant to be together, they're going to change the world in some way. It's impossible not to, if you're really with your soulmate. If you're really with a good soulmate, it's not just going to be this toxic journey forever kind of. No, it's not. And you guys have that energy. Either you are going to repel each other like intensely, like, oh, you're gonna break up with me, well, I'm gonna break up with you more. Like, they have that feeling that, or like, you are going to unite and you're about to shake the freaking cosmos. There's no in between with this person. It's kind of an all or nothing. There is a possessive feeling that they have with you at times because of this connection. Where they're ready to just throw the whole book away, throw the whole research, the whole established way of thinking, the whole family history, everything, in order to maintain this connection. I really do get a feeling too that it could be like queer relationships, that the rest, like, that's not how they did it in the family previously. We talked about the religious connection. So let's look at some of this. It says your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. You like, bam, you bring that sizzle of enlightenment and downloads to their life. This energy is diplomatic and gracious. It seeks harmony and balance in relationships. So at the same time, you're like, let's burn everything, let's shake it up. You need to change up your life, but let's be in a really nice relationship with each other, right? Middle finger to the world kind of energy, broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or actually on a journey. So you guys could be traveling. Definitely, you could be from different countries. You could be from different states, speak different languages. And so this is like, whoa, like, I need to learn Chinese now, I gotta talk to this person kind of vibe. Like, if you guys aren't from the same region, there's that feeling of wanting to having this like amazing come together. You might have a very strange way that you met, a meet cute that was kind of like a weird nerdy strange meet cute, and then once you meet, it's like you guys want to create this bubble to keep each other in that is different from the energy that you give the rest of the world, and get very intimate, like even sharing food, sharing language. You might make up your own language, sharing your connection, but at a certain time, like I said, this relationship has to grow, and you have to let this person go, or they have to let you go, and then there can be this emotional upheaval and jealousy and chaos that ensues every time you guys go to like grow to the next level together. It kind of gets super messy before it gets super better. Okay, that's the vibe that they feel. So they're not about just saying, oh yeah, I'm going to be your soulmate, so I'm going to conform to how you want me to be. Neither of you will probably do that. This person doesn't see you as needing to do that. They don't see that they want to do that in the relationship, because it says love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. So you guys will have ways, you might be one of those partnerships where people are like, how can you be super Jewish and the other one can be super Muslim or something, and y'all be together? Like, how does that make sense? And it just, you understand it for yourselves. It just works, because you're like, we don't have to be the exact same thing to be together. You challenge that within each other, even though sometimes it is difficult on the inside if you tell the truth. Okay, so to tell the truth, it's hard for this person sometimes to be so different from you. It really is. It's asking a lot, and so you guys have to remember to put some respect on that. Still nurture each other and support each other, and not be so threatened by the outside, because I feel like when it comes down to it, this person, like, you guys will fight the outside world. What does Rihanna say? Fighting fire with the fists. Is that Love on the Brain? Babe, I'll fist fight with fire just to get close with you. Yes. Should we burn something, babe? And I'd walk for miles just to get a taste. Love on the Brain. This is like fire and lightning on the brain, okay? Yeah, so if you are meant to be together, there's some of y'all on this journey, it's going to go separate ways, but you will know with this person. Either they are going to crack their life open and do that whole Alicia Keys Swiss Beats thing to be together, okay? Or it's going to go separate ways this lifetime, and that's just how it's going to be. But for a lot of you, I do feel like you're going to maintain an intimacy with this person, and you're just going to know that it can be a little bit Bonnie and Clyde out here, okay? So that's, you could be the Bonnie to their Clyde, the Clyde to their Bonnie, their fellow rebel, okay, in life. And that's just how y'all are. So I'll try to remember to link all the songs down below that came up during this reading. Excuse me, please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you soon on another one. For those of you that chose number 3, we have Saturn in Virgo, and the 10th house, huge earth energy. So we have a lot of Capricorn and Virgo energy, mirrored souls reversed. I also see some Pisces and Scorpio in the cards. We have Vesica Pisces and some Aries here, and Leo and Sag. We have the 3 of Fire, which is the 3 of Wands. We have the Knight of Wands, who looks like a big bad King of Wands, don't he? We have Good Timing reversed from the Luck suit. And we have this card here, which is very heart-centered energy, very earthy and grounded, that deep roots, very earthy. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Yes, you represent like the upper echelon to this person, like the cream of the crop, okay? I didn't even mean to be so punny. They're doing crops over there. The best of life. You represent, okay, upgrade. I was hearing when I was channeling this, Beyonce and Jay-Z, her Virgo sun, his Cap moon, okay? I was hearing also, oh, what song was it? I was hearing Get Lucky by Pharrell and Daft Punk. This person could be a Daft Punk fan. Look at this here with the whole astronaut and everything. There could be Aquarius energy as well. They could have 11th house sun. You could have Venus or Moon or some other planets in the house of Aquarius, or in that sign. But there is this energy of needing to get lifted up, to get to the next level, right? To get lucky, because look, you had the luck suit was reversed. Some poor timing has happened at the crossroads. Y'all just tend to miss each other. They're like running open arms to each other, oh, we're gonna meet, this is gonna be the time, yes, and then whoa, we missed hugging each other, we missed each other, what happened? Now we're on the other side of the road, now we're going to the other side. Yes, I actually just heard End of the Road with Boyz II Men. So some of you, you're asking for someone who isn't incarnated anymore, maybe. And you're wondering what you still mean to them, I still see a huge loyalty that's there, and their awareness of you being in the corporal realm and still incarnated, and a respect in the energy that they are waiting for you. So I do think that at least one person asked that kind of question for that reason. But yes, I feel like whatever phase of life that you're in, you represent like the real to them. You represent being present, right? We raise the bar and our shots to the stars. That's the energy. You're high class stuff. You're VIP, okay? You are just where they need to be. Your power couple energy to them. And so they feel like they have to put a lot of work in. They got to put a lot of work in. But I feel like they're willing to do so, because we have this energy here, Virgo to Pisces, we have Sag, all the mutable energy. You make them want to tie up their loose ends. You make them want to get their shit right. You make them want to put all this brains and brawn that they have to a good use. Like they feel like you see their potential, that you challenge them in a way that other people don't have the balls to do, the guts to do. Everyone else is like, yeah, let's just go out and smash stuff. I just want to smash you, you smash me, party, waste our life, die young, all this kind of crazy energy. But they're like, oh man, this don't even feel good anymore. I want to go out. I want to learn how to, be stiff for someone. I want to learn how to be a warrior for someone. I want to learn how to have something worth doing. And in this particular deck, they talk about the Knight like starting to mean business, and going to try to find where all of their skills can be of service and use, and have a purpose behind themselves, which isn't always what the Knight of Wands means in a lot of other decks. So that was perfect with this. You make them want to have respect. You could have very strong Saturn energy in your astrology together. Maybe you guys are from the Saturn and Sagittarius generation, so that can be a little tough, because you try to date someone who has Sagittarius placements. It could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or even their fourth house, seventh, any of their angles, fourth house, seventh, their midheaven or ascendant. And that just makes this big energy here, like, no, we're gonna be responsible. We get together, like, we're gonna owe each other a commitment. You hit their chart, the way it's lined up. You could literally be from the Saturn and Virgo generation, the Saturn and Capricorn, any of those kind of things. But the way you hit their chart can really show that they can't just play around with you like that. Okay, you might have Saturn in the seventh house in your relationships. So I feel like also from past lives, you've nurtured and given to this person a lot. Some of you have already been in relationships and you've really sacrificed for their career. You really help them. Like, I'm seeing people braiding each other's hair, taking someone's shoes off after a long day's work, preparing meals from scratch to help with their diet, sacrificing so they could go abroad and live their dream. And maybe, what they do gets a lot more show. Maybe, they're out there, they could be the Leo, right? To the behind the scenes Aquarius. You're out there being a fan of them, being a supporter of them. They get to go out on stage, be a DJ, do this or that, and you're their solid rock. You're the person who helps them have the right stuff, have that fulfillment, have that something that means something in life, so that they can go out on the stage and blaze it like that. They're not just drifting aimlessly. So even if you're not together, I do see separation for a lot of you. Something in the way that you are and who you are, and the way that you hold and carry yourself, and the standards that you maintain for your life, does have an effect for this person. They use you as their mirror, as their guide to don't waste your time on me. You're already the voice inside my head. You're the person that they hold up. Would this person do this? What would this person say if I did this? What would this person's reaction be were I to do this thing that hurts myself? Were I to take advantage of this person? They hold you in their mind's eye. So some of you are definitely Pisces to end up being a lot of times that little consciousness in people's heads sometimes of like, is that nice? Why are you doing that? Is this something that's a good thing to do? Definitely. Or they could be, you could be the Sagittarius as well, because Sagittarius usually has big ideals and philosophy. So they're learning to adapt your philosophies and stuff into their life. You've really made them change a lot in ways. Sometimes it was difficult and they were stupid mad about it. Like, let's be honest, 3 of Fire reverse, they were like, fine, you go on your road, I'm going to go on mine. There was times that there was arrogancy involved here, right? We have pathways. This is all different roads, different ways. You guys might have separated in college or at important times in each other's life. They could have even went and tried to be with someone else that didn't work out here and ended up being alone and being like, man, the only person, like, you have this mix of and rooted wild and rooted at the same time, that is just like, they can't find that with someone else in the same way, and they want that within themselves as well. Like, you can hit all their range of who they are, and that's not something they can find everywhere. So even though you guys can be complete polar opposites, there's Virgo and Pisces here. You might have some of those planets in your chart, or just opposite energies. There's Leo and Aquarius. Even though you have that, they're starting to realize that your commonalities together, that the parts that are the same, that sync up, are so good that they're worth a deeper commitment. We have rings here, so there could literally be marriage or engagement that some of you have, or I think definitely this person sees you as end game for a lot of people. They see you as having long-term commitment, whatever the relationship is, whether it's a business partner or whoever. With mirrored souls reverse, you guys hit each other's shadow, though. You might have the same moon sign. I do get that, especially if you have Pisces, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Leo, or Sag moons. You guys could have the same moon sign. Your shadow energy is similar. You might be from the same generation and have similar outer planets, or just have the way your charts are set up, have some similar stuff hit. Yeah, that downward spiral right there. See that spiral? Let me show you. See that spiral? Nobody, like, to that, the you know how stars like flash and let off this beautiful light when they explode and die? Okay, nobody can match their chaos like you can. Nobody can match their shadows and their crazy like you can. When you guys don't hold it in a good way, like this, all this tantrum, okay, we're not going to talk for 10 years, okay, this and that, you guys just have the same shadow, and you both would probably try to be bossy and think that you don't. You sure do. You sure do. One of you could be older than the other, and so it might not even be a big drastic difference in age, but they might feel like it is. Like, to them it's a lot, or you just seem very mature to them. So it says the part of you that accepts challenge to gain wisdom. So they accept the challenge, okay? They pick in the character, they're suited up, they're ready for this. The energy around you is dutiful, hesitant, and humble, with a discriminating, diligent, and painstaking air. Your achievements and status in the outside world. Yeah, they have that feeling that they can't come to you broke. They can't come to you like they could, and you fix them up, but they don't want that imbalance in the relationship. They are like, man, I have to get out here. I got to start my own business. I got to get my education up. I got to get my stuff right, because I want to meet this person in good timing. So either you or this person could be controlling the timing. One of you definitely can be controlling the timing. But I feel like for a lot of you, it's on their end. They run off and you're like, oh, they just gonna go out here, okay, whatever. And they do try other relationships when they're gone, just because of the nature that they have. But they had to see, you know, could I have this with someone else? Am I just fooling myself if this is only a one person thing? But the big part is that they don't want to come to you like hands out. They don't want to come to you feeling like they can't be on your level. All right, they're not trying to be like that. Like, imagine if like Jay-Z from the back in the day, like from the streets, Jay-Z was trying to get with Beyonce now. All right, that's how they feel sometimes. They're like, no, I gotta elevate my game. I have to come to you with gift in tow. I gotta really be doing something. So for some of you, it's their career and their education I'm getting, and even their physical build. They might be self-conscious. I see people trying to really beef up, like, ooh, maybe you're bigger than them or something of that nature. With the health, there's a huge health thing here. They could also just have some health crisis and have had setbacks in their long-term goals and relationships, but they're like, nah, I need to come with a dowry. I need to come with gifts for the kids and the extended relatives. Look, I know their friend's gonna try to say shit. I know their sister gonna try to say shit, because we've been separated and back and forth so long, especially if they're a fire sign. This is an Aries card, okay, or Taurus. I'm getting, they know people gonna try to say shit, because some of y'all have been back and forth. So they're like, I need to come, I need to have the ring already. Like, they really will plan it out for some of you. Like, they want to have everything. They're about to have a house. They're just gonna pick you up one day and be like, okay, so here's our house. If you like that, is that okay to your discrimination that you know, that discriminating eye that you have, picky Virgo energy? All right, because I really try to get your favorite. Here's your wardrobe. Here's our company, where our office will be now, because we're a power couple. Here's our PR team, okay. Here's that prenup if you want to sign. I promise I'm not gonna steal for you, because guess what, I'm a millionaire now. Did you see my car? They really have this idea of wanting to polish up the scruff to be on your level. And there's that very karmic energy with each other here. You know, I do think that both of you have probably screwed up a lot. There's been some pain, right? It's just painstaking. It's not easy to be out here. But the thing is that I do see a willingness to work on self. Sometimes it's just this person cares so much what you think, they can't handle the criticism of working on themselves in front of you, because again, you guys bring out the worst in each other sometimes with the mirrored souls. And because when they mess up, it reflects and it hits you deeply, and there's this, you guys just ping pong back in that deep pain. So that's why you guys will go your separate ways and come back again, go your separate ways and come back. And I do feel this energy, maybe even from your ancestors, or just from the spiritual contracts that you have, that every time you try to drift away, you'll be pushed back towards each other. I did also hear Reflection by Christina Aguilera, a real throwback. It's from Mulan. Maybe y'all used to watch Mulan together or something, but there could be, again, there's that identity thing, that having to find each other's through it, right? So if you think of Mulan and her man, it took them a while, you know, it took them a while. They both had areas to grow. They had to reveal true selves and all that kind of stuff. But when will my reflection show who I am inside? This person feels like you reflect who they are and where they want to be, but they don't know how to always get to that person who they are internally for themselves. They don't know how to get it for themselves sometimes, and that's why it takes a little bit. So yeah, I do feel like this person, if they could get to that level, they would curb all their other ridiculousness and all their other plans and live in willy-nilly, as we say, and really offer a serious commitment. And this could even be for friendships. It doesn't have to be. I think a lot of people, this is partnership, romantic, but even as family members, even as friends, you might experience these separations and then coming back together and just really wanting to hold each other to a real high standard and show that you're committed and you're there for the end game. 10th house is legacies. It's our grow old with each other, especially with Virgo and Saturn there. That's just like where I want to end up. You're where I want to end up and who I want to be kind of energy. So wow, that's what I'm getting for y'all, number threes. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I'll talk to you again soon on another one. All right, last but certainly not least, number 4, those of you who chose the Moonstone Pregnancy Pendant. We have Neptune in Aries in the first house. All right, so definitely could be some Pisces or Aries in this group. We have Celebration reversed. We have the Chariot reversed. We have Message. We have Never Enough Problem. We have the Ace of Cups. And we have this card here where she's rising up out of the lotus with the moon and the rainbow behind her. And it says, freedom, there is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. This group was very interesting. I got a lot of channeling from it. And so I'm just going to have to tell y'all all of it. Some of you guys are already engaged and looking to get married next year, or you're thinking about getting pregnant. A lot of this relationship has been back and forth. Because we have commitment, but then we have the Chariot reversed, meaning not moving forward. We have celebration reversed. We have never enough, and we have freedom. It's very, this Neptune Aries energy, y'all can hoodwink each other. You can be like, oh yeah, let's rush in. We're going to get engaged. We're going to do da-da-da-da-da-dee. And it don't happen. Okay. And I was getting that big that some of you are in engagements that are going to be broken, or some of you are like, oh, we're going to celebrate like a golden anniversary or something, but when are you? Like, someone always has their foot out of this relationship. Next year is actually Neptune in Aries, so there could be some significant events in 2020. I was getting, a lot of you could be thinking about getting married. You could be pregnant and, let's see, about to have a baby. Yeah, we're halfway through the year, so some people that get pregnant around this time could be about to have a baby next year, or be planning on it. But if you see this way, this person doesn't really look happy with themselves. They look like, what the hell are you doing? Like, what's going on? Who am I? Neptune in the first house is very like that. I have, being a Pisces, a lot of Neptune in the first house people are drawn to me, and they usually can't be kind of trusted to represent themselves and who they are, because they don't know. They kind of are chameleons and change up who they are based on who's around, and they don't always know what they want in life. And there's that feeling that this person views you that way, or they view themselves in the relationship with you that way. For a lot of you, this person feels like no matter what they do, it's never going to be enough, and that maybe they should just call things off. Like, it's dreamy, it's wonderful, it's fun to have the challenge of, you know, no one can tell us what to do. We're going to go after this fantasy. We're going to have a baby because we want to. We're going to get engaged because we want to. But at the end of the day, when it actually comes, they're like, shit. Okay, damn. Like, when it comes to, oh, I need you to do these hospital visits. Oh, the baby's birthday, the baby's going to get born. Or now it's time to really get married, pick out venues. They're like, just sitting there wide-eyed, like, what in the hell? So again, this never enough. He's pulled out his heart, but look at how many times he's pulled out his heart and tried to give it to this person who's on a pedestal, who's holding all these like Queen of Hearts kind of vibes. So I really got this feeling that yes, there could be genuine love here, but it is very much in that way that can be misplaced, or just too quickly given away without thought, like Aries and Pisces do. I know some people, and I was like, I don't really want to say this when I was getting all this channeling for it. And then the message card, I was like, oh, that's for me. It's like, you better say the message that we are giving you, Bohemia. And I was like, okay, all right, I'm going to do it. People going to be big mad. But, so some of you need to know that, and you're going to be like, yeah, you're right. Like, they are in Aries, or they do go back and forth like this. Some of you, I get the feeling that either, okay, there's a few things. Some of y'all are young, like you're in college and you're caught up in competition with this Aries. So you're going to try to prove that you can have this person, just whatever, that, you know, maybe there's a third party. I'm seeing other people around, and you want to prove that they can have them. So you're trying to rush off and get engaged. You're trying to rush off and have a kid with this person just to get them. Like, I saw a lot of people do that in college. Okay. And guess what? They got stuck with that person, or the engagement ended up not working, or different things, because it was too much, right? It was doing too much, and it wasn't really right at the roots of the situation, and someone ended up wanting their freedom and kind of pulling out. We have Cancer, Aries, could have some Taurus, Pisces. We have Sagittarius. We have Leo, all water signs actually, so there could be Scorpio as well. Yeah, there could be Libra. There could be Libra. So there could be, you know, somebody who wants to push this forward, and somebody who is like, oh. So that's what you mean to them, is kind of this internal struggle of wanting to really have love for you, and wanting to really move things forward. Like you make them be like, oh yeah, that would be a brilliant idea, let's just jump into the boiling pot. And then afterwards they look at themselves like, is this me? Like on both sides, for the dreamy good ideas and for like this reckless like abandonment fighting that happens afterwards, or simultaneously. They're always just looking at themselves like, who am I? Like, what am I doing? This is not the path I want. These are not the choices I want to make. Why do I keep doing this? Like, what is going on? They also could see you as being that way, as there's just this discontent that's there. No matter how much, look at, again, pulling out the heart, having the Ace of Cups is never enough. Someone's always not satisfied. There always has to be more and more and more given. Some of you, yes, are very young. Some of you are in college stage. Some of you, I feel like, have had multiple children with this person. So it's almost that feeling that, okay, you should know better by now. You've tried this many times, and what happens? You have a kid with them, they run off and be reckless, or things don't work out. You don't get the marriage offer that you wanted, or whatever. You guys go back, and then it's like only when things are new and beginning, you have this brilliant fantasy, exciting energy, or only when shit's really hitting the fan, then you guys kind of band together. So you might almost need life to be kind of chaotic, but when things are okay and good, things get stagnant. When there's reason for celebration and joy, and that's the news, and that's the good news, it's like, I don't know. I don't know. So they either see themselves or you as being very bored with this. There's a huge fire sign energy. This reminds me of most of the fire sign relationships that I read for, where it gets like that. Like, it's exciting when things are up and moving, and there's this like chaotic challenge, and you have to prove yourself to the outside world. No, we're gonna stay together no matter what. We're gonna do this. We're gonna make this commitment. And then you move in together, or you do whatever, and it's like, oh shoot, why did I do this? Like, what am I doing? Where's my freedom? This wasn't what I was thinking it was going to be. So I'm so sorry to say, I do see some disappointments happening. This person might know that they've disappointed you a lot. They might have failed to show up for you in life after really building up a connection, building up a relationship with you, and then they might have kind of pulled out, and they feel like they've given a lot. They feel like they've left it all out on the table, but they're very aware that their version of doing the most is not the kind, like to you, is they were doing the most. It wasn't that they were given a lot. There's a very strong, very primal spiritual connection that this person has for you or with you. You guys might share dreams. You might share in the dream realm and also in life in some ways, and kind of short-term goals. You guys are very connected. It says your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. And I think that's it, because with Aries, you could be a fantasy for them, this relationship, the idea of being connected, or they might feel like that for you. They might feel like, you know what? You only like me in this Q Fantasy by Mariah Carey. You only like me in this, and I'm hearing Heartbreaker by Mariah Carey as well. Like, you like me in this fantasy, in this very elusive, not going to work in the real world kind of way. The energy around you is dynamic and spontaneous, crusading, impulsive, action is likely. What people see in the impression you give. Yeah, you guys really work with impressions and illusions of each other, and try to give to this fantasy of each other, and then at a certain point it doesn't work, and you might separate just long enough to get that dreamy fantasy about the person again, and repeatedly forget why the relationship doesn't work. So you could definitely have strong Neptune contracts. I meant to say contacts, but you might have contracts of Neptunian energy in your chart. Yeah, I feel like in the spirit realm, it's easier. Like, you guys can drift in and out of each other. It's not a big deal. But when you bring that vibe into the physical realm, like, people can get hurt. Again, there could be that feeling of home wrecking. You guys might have left other people that you had more established relationships with, or were even engaged to be with this person. or to, and almost it's like not even to be with them, but just the hope, the idea that you guys were going to get together. Some of you are really, they make you doubt your relationships, they make you doubt who you are, and they feel that. They feel like something about how you are makes them doubt their wants, their dreams. It makes them doubt their intuition, and makes them it makes them impulsively want to react and act on synchronicities and things. And they do go back to this feeling of having like much affection. They like indulging in these fantasies and daydreams and things. But at the same time, we have celebration reverse and the chariot reverse. They never get to that victory parade. They never get to where they really feel like it's okay to invest, where they feel like they are enough and that you guys have something sustainable in the real world. It always feels like an uphill battle that's kind of draining, and they're like, hey, where the party at? Okay. We'll put that "Where the Party At" by Jagged Edge down in the song links. I'm gonna have to watch this whole thing and write all these songs down that are coming up. Yeah. So and the strange thing is it says there's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. And I feel like that's what's frustrating for y'all. You're like, if we want to be together, why don't we just freaking damn do it? Like, freaking damn, yes, I said it. Right? To that point, you can't even curse correct. You're so mad. You've used everything in the book. Like, it's not that difficult. Like, now we're in the first house. Like, we've already put aside our other relationships. We've already gone the rounds. We already got, everything settled with our other baby parents. All that. What's in the way? But something energetically just buffs you guys away from each other for some reason. So even if you're in a relationship together, you might feel like, man, do they always have one foot out the door? Or they're feeling like that to you. Now, you mean a lot. Like, let's not get that confused. You do mean a lot to this person, but it's almost that feeling like where they just know that at the end of their days, they're going to end up talking about like, yeah, if I could have done it differently, I wouldn't have screwed up so much. I wouldn't have missed that opportunity. I wouldn't have, done them like that. But at the same time, and then they have all their stories of all their reckless, wild carelessness they went out there and experienced. So it's just hard for them. It's really hard for them to choose because we have first house energy. They feel like in choosing themselves, they can't choose you all the way, not in a real way, not as like a real person. I feel like when they do make you vows or, you guys have shared dreams or things of that nature, that they mean it when it happens. They do mean it when it happens, but a lot of the time, sometimes they do. They just hoodwink you, like, let's be honest. But I feel like a lot of, like, when they're saying they're going to do something in the future that they're actually planning, sometimes they're just hoping that they will do it, and they probably know, I probably ain't gonna do that shit. They're very Aries energy in this reading. But when they are, confessing love or feelings or emotions, they do mean it. Like, they do mean it in that moment. But then they're like literally it could be a few minutes later where they're like, oh, well, what is it? Oh, whoa, there I go again, coming to my senses. Okay. I'll link that song down below. So it's like, it seems such a good idea. It seems like it's wonderful. But then at the end of the day, it's like, okay, now that passion's burned off, here I come again, coming to my senses. There's another naked girl on my bedroom floor. It was all good till I hit the last stroke, but now here I go again, coming to my senses. So, yeah, I think this is difficult probably for you to be in this connection with them because that you guys have these very pure, good moments together, but then you also have, you might be ghosted a lot by this person. You might feel like, okay, like, why do I feel like a single parent, but we're supposed to be together? Why do I feel like I'm the only one in this marriage? Or you're the one who does it to this person. You are very more focused on your own personal goals and relationship, the outside world, your relationship to the outside world, than you are being present in your connection with them. And for some reason, they might really remember when you forgot their birthday or when you forgot their your anniversary or something like that, or they know that they're the person who forgets all the time on you, and they're always like, damn, man, should I try to order a gift? Like, what can I do because I forgot again? But they're like, but I gave you my heart. It's the thought that counts. It's the meaning that counts. And you're like, look, you're going to have to start implementing something else than the thought that counts. Like, it's beautiful that we have this vast, pure love, but can it ever grow beyond the Ace of Cups? Or is that just the same love you have for everybody? All right, some of you are dealing with Venus in Pisces, Venus in Aquarius, Venus in Aries. You don't know if you, or even Venus in Libra or Gemini, where you just don't know, like, am I getting the same love stuff you're giving out to everyone else? Like, is it ever truly just for us, or is it just that you love the feeling of love? This could be a person in love with the feeling of love, or they see you as being in love with the feeling of love. So I feel like for them, they don't really mind so much if they feel like they're just in love with love. You're a person that they can express that with, and they like that they can express that with you when they want to feel in love. And but at the same time, unfortunately, they do feel like they can leave whenever they want, and it might be chaotic, but that they can leave and then they can come back too, and they'll try to come back bigger and better. Like, the hearts get better each time this person comes back. And they do kind of like this challenge of having to try to please you, but at the same time, they end up feeling empty, like it's never enough, and they end up feeling like they don't please you no matter how much they give. There could also be Neptune conjunct Venus in your guys' synastry or in of the chart with each other. So this is a tough one. I feel so bad because I know this is tough. These are the kind of relationships. This is like fire sign, water sign relationships where it's so hard to let go or make clarity of it sometimes, because for some reason this person has it in their head that although you affect who they are in a way, they don't always like those changes, and they're not able to always maintain the commitments to you that their heart and their spirit would like to. And that's what it is. You mean a lot to their heart and spirit, but they just can't sacrifice bits of themselves for the relationship sometimes, or for the connection. And you might know that. You might be like, I know, because they haven't come forward, or they left me on red, or they've, there they go out the door again, and they've done this 13 times. Like, I'm tired. So the message would be to not count on them being there in the big moments if this has been a pattern of theirs. Just because it is a pattern of theirs. And if you are the one, because this is what you mean to them, if you're the one that you're like, shit, that's been me, I've been doing that, I've been hot and cold with them, and I don't mean to, like some of the Sagittarians with Libra moons that I talk to, they mean well, they really do love this person, and they really have commitment towards this person, but they just can't help pulling away all the time and second guessing, and they're very indecisive. So if you know that you've been like that to this partner, and are non-committal, and you 1 minute you're like, yeah, we're in a relationship, and then you're like, no, I didn't say that. Why are you expecting that we're in a relationship? I've only let you be an exclusive to me for 3 years, but why do you think we're in a relationship? There's a lot of situationship energy in this one. So you might, if you are caring, you might want to try to show more consistency to this person, and show that you are invested, because they do feel like they can't ever quite give enough for this relationship to be real and grounded in the physical world. So y'all have to see. This is very nebulous. Okay, we got Neptune. Y'all have to see where you fit on it. But spiritually, emotionally, they love you. I don't think that they ever want to be malicious. They just have these moments where they just feel like it's either them or the relationship, and they choose themselves. And it doesn't necessarily have to be that way. That might not even be the reality that you see, but for some reason, their astrology, their person, their upbringing, something, that's how they feel. That's how they feel. And so hopefully that just gives you a little insight into why they take a while to, they're dragging their feet to the altar, or they take a while to show up sometimes. All right. So that is what I'm seeing for you, number 4. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Don't shoot the messenger. Don't be big mad at me. I'm trying to help you out here, okay? I appreciate y'all watching. Let me know how that hit for you, whether it hit, good or not so good, whether it clarified. Let me know. Drop it down below, and I'll talk to you soon on another one. Bye.